Hey guys, Aleksa the Climbing Dietitian again. So today what we're going to be talking about is how to spot a fad diet, or for lack of a better way to say it, how to spot a bullshit diet. So I see so many people that come and see me. They fell through a rabbit hole and they've succumbed to this fad diet trend. They started doing a diet that's just not right for them, or something that's just not safe, or just not healthy, or really just not sustainable. So today what I want to share is 7 ways that you can identify a bullshit diet, identify a fad diet, or just what you have to look out for when you're picking a diet to make sure you're getting the best possible outcome for yourself, but also not to lead yourself astray and kind of fall for something that's just not going to work. Because time and time again I see it. People follow these diets, they try their best, and only what happens next is months down the track they have no good results to show for it. So I don't want that to happen to you. So today, let's get into it. Okay, number 1. Okay, I want you guys to ask yourself, every time you see a program or diet or something of that sort that's recommending it for you for fat loss, for muscle gain, whatever it may be, I want to ask you to ask yourself and ask the question simply, is the results they're promising too good to be true? Because really, that question kind of cuts out most of the stuff out there that you should be avoiding. Because if something's too good to be true, if it sounds too good to be true, it most likely is. 9 times out of 10 it is, and it should be avoided because most likely it's some kind of fad diet or some kind of extreme program or something like that that's just not going to be sustainable, first of all, which remember, adherence is king. Or it's just going to be something that's unhealthy or unsafe, or just something that might not be individualized to you and your specific condition, or your health, or whatever it may be. So keep that in mind, and yeah, always ask yourself the question, is this too good to be true? The number 2 thing is, does the program or the diet, whatever the person's recommending, are they suggesting that their solution is the be all end all? Are they suggesting that whatever you may have, this is going to help with? That's usually a sign that we're looking into something that's probably not a good idea to do. Because at the end of the day, there's different conditions, different goals, different individuals, all that kind of stuff has to be accounted for. And if something's promising a universal solution without kind of considering you as an individual first, then it's probably, red flags, because at the end of the day, you want to make sure that the diet is actually suitable for not only your specific goals that you're intending to do, whether it's fat loss or whatever it may be, but also that actually considers you as an individual, which is something that you'll probably hear me say over and over during this video, and you've probably heard me say it before, but everything has to be tailored to you. So while it might not be necessarily a fad diet, you've got to think about the fact that if they're suggesting it's a solution for everything that you're doing, is it really that good of a diet though? Is it really suitable for you in this moment? Just ask yourself that question. Number 3, individualization. So you got to really look at it, like I just said, it has to be individualized to you. So if the program is kind of promoting something that's very generic, very quick cutter, just like, follow our 1200 calorie meal plan and you get these results, or whatever it may be. If it's something that they're just kind of shooting off to anyone that's interested in their offer, then most likely what you're looking at is something that's just probably not going to work for you long term. So I guess it goes back into the individualization and adherence, and it's just something to be clued onto, is that there's a lot of that crap going on where it's just, you want my program, you want to lose weight, here's the program, bam. Same thing to the next person, so on and so forth. It happens time and time again, and it's probably not the best diet for you, especially if you're someone that's tried most things and you're just hitting your head against a brick wall, trying to wonder what it is that you have to do to achieve the fat loss that you desire. It's probably not the best idea to go for something that's very generic, at least for someone like yourself if you've been through it all before. Number 4 is a big one. So a lot of these diets eliminate food groups just for the sake of it, saying that it's the key to fat loss or the key to health, without actually considering why, or actually not even explaining why. So a lot of times I've heard eliminate dairy because dairy causes inflammation, and that'll make it hard for you to lose weight, which is baloney. Okay, don't listen to that. You only avoid dairy if you've got lactose intolerance or an allergy or some other kind of condition that actually warrants you to eliminate dairy. For example, gluten's a big one. People say eliminate gluten for weight loss. There's many diets out there that just eliminate whole food groups, and it's just not needed most of the time. And it's just something to be wary of. That red flag should be kind of up if you are looking at something and it's saying eliminate this or eliminate that because of this or because of that, and there's no good justification for it, and they just kind of eliminate these groups, and you don't have any conditions that would be contraindicating to do these, to eat these food groups, so to speak. So hopefully that makes sense, but basically if they're cutting out too much stuff, be cautious. Now number 5, this one's a big one, especially in the fat loss game. It's this promise of fast results. It's this promise of do this and you will lose 20 kilos in a month. Do that and that will be the key solution that you've been missing. And thing is that fat loss should be something that's nice and steady, you know, to a degree obviously. It should be progressive, it should be strategic, it shouldn't just be get as much fat off you as quickly as possible. That's just not the ideal. I know that's what's sexy, I know that's what most people kind of desire. I get that, but it's just not the best thing to be doing, because at the end of the day, the faster you lose the fat, the quicker you lose the muscle, and the less sustainable the results will be. And at the end of the day, don't you want results that are actually sustainable long term? Don't you want to get leaner and stay leaner for years to come? I'm sure you do. So don't fall for the trap of going for quick, fast results. Cut away that instant gratification, play the long game, and you'll win. The sixth thing is to really ask yourself, what is their evidence behind what they're recommending? You know, what are their qualifications? What is their justification? Why? Really, why are they recommending what they're recommending? And is there not only proof, but also does it make sense that what they're recommending will help achieve X and Y? Because if it is, then you can look into it further. But if it doesn't make sense, then most likely it's either they haven't explained themselves well, which means they might not be the right person to be recommending things if they can't explain it properly. And two is you got to think about, if they can't, you know, give that justification, you know, if it doesn't make sense, could it be that they're just kind of making stuff up just to make it sound appealing, so to get you to buy the program or get you to follow that diet or that new diet trend that maybe a celebrity is recommending? Think about that. And number 7 goes back to sustainability. You've got to, this one's not so much, you know, how to identify a fad diet so much, it's more so how to identify the right diet for you. So whatever diet you may look at and it says this about that, at the end of the day, you just got to think of it and go ask yourself the question, can I actually sustain this diet long term? Because if you can't, then it's probably not the diet to do, because then you probably break off the diet. Not only are you risking regaining the weight, but you're just stalling your progress. Whereas if you thought about that more initially and you start a real good diet that you can actually adhere to, and you get someone to help you, like a nutrition coach, dietitian or something, to actually strategically help you apply this diet in the right way for you as the individual, then you get much better results longer term. It's just a much better way to do it, rather than kind of just, well, the diet might not sound sustainable, I'm going to do it a little bit, and then I'll go back to a normal diet slowly. That doesn't work that way. You know, health doesn't work that way, weight loss especially doesn't work that way. So yeah, sustainability, 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 and I have to say it over and over again, because really it is the be all end all for most diets, is can you actually sustain the change? A lot of diets can work, but a lot of diets fail because people can't adhere to it. So just ask yourself that question. It's probably one of the more bigger ones for this video that we talked about today, is really to ask yourself those questions about, can you actually do this into the future? So there you have it, a simple blueprint to kind of use to kind of identify, is this diet, not only is it bullshit, not only is it a fad diet, but also maybe help you kind of decipher even normal diets out there, which one is right for you, which one's, you know, not right for you. You know, that kind of stuff is very important for long-term adherence. That kind of stuff is really important for success with your fat loss, success with your health, and really it's kind of saying that most people that do a health change or do a diet change or, you know, start working in nutrition should be mindful of is, how do I ensure that I'm choosing the best possible nutrition plan for myself, the best possible diet, the best possible outcomes to be achieved from that. At the end of the day, the best possible way to get guidance is actually to seek out the help from a nutrition coach or a dietitian, such as myself or someone else who's qualified, because then they can guide you, they can give you the kind of information you need, they'll help individualize it, they'll take out the guesswork, they'll make it much more simple for you, they'll streamline and maximize your outcomes. But, you know, at the end of the day, also you might want to start, you know, doing it yourself, and the stuff that we talk about in today's video is a good way to kind of start out, you know, deciding where you want to go with your nutrition. So hopefully it helped you guys. I really hope I brought you some value. As always, if you've got any questions, leave it in the comment below or send me a message or whatever it may be. You can also follow me on the socials. Links are in the description below. But yeah, until next time, guys, thank you.